Good afternoon, PW, and welcome to PDubTV. I'm Olivia Smith.
And I'm Carson Hanksma. For our first segment today, we're going to hear from Isabel Justy and Sierra Van Els and some cheer coaches about how the PW competitive cheer season is going.
The season is going very well so far. We got second place at our first competition, first place at our second competition, and another second place at our third competition. We have 2 more regular season competitions until we have districts, then regionals, and fingers crossed for states. We hope to improve every single week to increase our points and get better and better and better so we can achieve our goals.
The greatest change in our season would probably be how we have grown as a team, and each girl is respecting each other, and we become a family as the season goes on. Most difficult part of the season is probably trying to improve week to week, because we go to practice and then we have to work harder than we have the previous week in order to get better.
The easiest part would be getting along with the team and getting everyone to work together. We have a very close team this year.
There's no easy parts. Can I say that? Okay. There are none. The favorite part of cheer, probably the people that are in it and going to practice every day and getting to see them.
All we ask is that we keep improving our scores, especially in the cheers that we so far already done. We ask that they improve every week in scores, every week in their talents. So I think so far we're doing that, and with districts coming up, we're hoping that we do just that. Now you're gonna make me cry? No. I would say that watching the girls grow, individually as teammates, as girls, and as women, I think it's really fun to watch them go from being little freshmen all the way through their senior year, getting better at their skills, getting better at their maturity and responsibilities as well.
Thank you, ladies, for all your hard work, and I hope the rest of the cheer season goes very well.
Let's roll on to the next section with bowling.
Our season is going really well. It's what I expected it to go.
All of the girls most of the girls have went up in their score.
We're hoping to do pretty well at regionals.
The difficult part is for right-handed bowlers is the 10-pin, and for left-handed is the 7-pin.
Practices, because they're you can do whatever you want as long as you're bowling.
When you're just bowling and not thinking about anything, and you can just do what you're supposed to do.
Thank you, bowling team, and good luck at regionals.
I hope you're locked in for our next segment, because we're going to talk to Andy Hanksma about the Iona Prison Building and Trades Program.
It is based out of Florida. It's NCCER, National Center for Construction Education and Research, and it's a program used throughout the whole United States. Companies use it to teach their employers construction job safety. I teach the first 2 books, Tier 1 and Tier 2, residential construction, 9 chapters in each book. We get them certified, get the students, the prisoners certified for both books. It's about a 5-month course. Again, we use the 2 tiers. They will get certified for both books, and then they'll do hands-on and use all the hand and power tools, and then we'll use those hand and power tool knowledge to give these guys a skill, so that way when they get out they have a skill instead of committing a crime and coming back into the prison system. They have to be a level 1 or level 2 prisoner. Ticket free for 6 months. They cannot have any assault on staff. They have to be a model prisoner for 6 months, and then it is a requirement now for them to take a trades program such as building trades in order to meet their parole to go home. They're in the classroom for probably half the day, and then I try to get them into the shop to use the hand and power tools to get them the knowledge. It's about a 5-month program. They do a test at every chapter and a final exam, and then they have to get graded on their hand and power tools and performance tests throughout each book. And then I'll try to keep them in the shop to get as much hands-on hours as possible. Once they're done with each book, we run them through a variety of hand and power tools, and then once they are past all that, we will put them in the shop and they will do work on cabinets for Habitat for Humanity, and they will do projects that we can donate to nonprofit organizations. We do for Habitat for Humanity all over Michigan, and We do nonprofit organizations, schools, churches. We've given to PW, St. Joe's. I try to do all of our local towns. Ionia High School, the public libraries. We've done for Farm Bureau all over the state of Michigan. We've built traveling libraries, barns, and those are to all the public schools all over the state of Michigan. And yeah, fundraisers, cancer benefits, we've done it all over the state.
Thank you, Andy Hinksmith, for all that you and the Ionia prisoners do for our communities.
Now for a quick commercial break from our sponsor.
Have you ordered your yearbook yet? If not, how do you plan on reminiscing all your memories from high school? You should order it today for the price of $63.60.
Thank you, Miss Adams, for that lovely reminder. Really, don't forget to buy a yearbook.
Hey girl, are you a Tide Pod? Because you're looking really good, but in reality, you're extremely toxic.
Okay, now on to our next segment, the dangers of eating Tide Pods.
The Tide Pod Challenge is one of those things that when you first hear it, you go, there's no way this is real. There's no way someone could be that dumb to put laundry detergent in their mouth just to be famous on the internet for 2 seconds. And that, I think, alone is enough opinion that faith in humanity drops a little bit when I hear of it.
It's been reported that it started as a joke. And then all of a sudden some very non-intelligent individual thought it was really cool and started doing it like, oh, this is so cool, let's try this, try this, try this, try this. And then it just kind of snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. And now again, it could be for attention, it could be for cry for help, who knows?
Most things people realize that they can put it in, they'll think they can spit it out real quick, but they're made to dissolve in water. So that polyvinyl alcohol basically sealing the outside of it dissolves very quickly in water. Otherwise it wouldn't work in your laundry. So when you put that in your mouth, it dissolves quickly, which releases 2 things, the detergent and the bleach. Detergent, well, it breaks down water surface tension. You're coated with water. It's going to do all sorts of nasty things to your body. It's going to make you nauseous. It's going to give you diarrhea. In rare cases, it can make you foam in the mouth and it can asphyxiate you, and you actually die. 8 people have died that way. 20,000 have gotten sick every year just from it happening, not from the Tide Challenge, just in general from these things small children put in their mouth because they look delicious, which is why the Tide Challenge exists.
Tide Pods are a strong base, and as we know from science classes, we know that bases and acids can cause harm to the body. We don't think of bases as causing harm, we only think, oh, acid will burn my skin. Bases, however, because of the concentration in the Tide Pod, because they say concentrated, duh, they can cause chemical burns, they can cause irritation, they can cause nausea, vomiting, lack of ability to swallow, lack of ability to breathe, and potentially death, which probably is not a good thing. You know, think about it. You've got the issue of, oh, it's just going to irritate my skin. No, it's going to cause problems with you being able to swallow. And so if you can't swallow, but all you can do is puke, that's not a fun experience to go through. So it's not just, oh, it's a chemical burn, because as we know, our outside skin is a whole lot tougher than our inside skin. So think of the chemical burn that is happening on the mouth, on the lips, on the tongue, on your throat, on your esophagus, on your stomach. It's not a pleasant sensation. So this is a very, very dangerous activity to partake in. There are much better ways to try to fit in, belong, and ask for help. So stop. It's stupid.
Final comments?
Please don't. Just please don't.
Thanks for tuning in for today's episode of PDubTV.